I scraped all these leads for almost free. I did not pay any software. I did not buy lead from any platform. And even the bestest part is that all these leads are latest leads. These are not backdated data. And how do I know that? Is this agent has helped me to not just grab the email, phone number, keywords, and their website, but I can simply just click on these links provided by my agent and I can see this lead is coming from, everything is mentioned, and this agent helps me to actually grab all the data from Google My Business and put it in my sheet, and I can do whatever I wish to do with those updated leads. And if you are someone who are wishing to get these kind of leads for almost free, then watch this video till the very end, because I am going to be helping you build your lead machine right here in this video, so that you don't have to pay any software, you don't have to buy any backdated data, and you can just grab these leads and put it on your WhatsApp blast or email blast, wherever you wish to do. You are free to do that. So for building this agent, we will be using a platform called n8n.io. I have already recorded multiple tutorials on this, before which you can find the playlist over here. You can watch that and come back over here, and you can create this agent for yourself. And how you can customize this, if you want those customizations as well, then watch out, because I'm going to help you understand that how you can customize as well. So here, once you come here, you can simply click on create flow and give a name to your agent, maybe lead generator for now. And mind that the name of this workflow does not matters, does not affects any of your workflow. So the first step is we'll be adding a trigger. A trigger is something which is going to trigger workflow. So how do you want to trigger it? Totally depends on your use case. So for example, if you want to trigger it via form based, you can select for a form over here. uh, if you want to select, if you want to trigger it manually, you can click on trigger manually. And I'll, for now demonstration, I'll just click on trigger manually. And for from here, you'll be using the HTTP node. Now, what is HTTP node? HTTP node is something which helps you connect any application by just using the API documentation provided by the applications or the softwares you are using. So in this lead scraping, we'll be using tool called Apify. So let's head back to Apify and understand that how you can use HTTP node over here and integrate it. Don't worry, we are not going to write even a single line of code. That's my promise. But how you can do that, watch out. So this is the platform which we'll be using for scraping the data from Google My Business. This is a platform called apify.com. The link for this platform will be there down in the description box. You can sign up from there so that you get free credits once you use the same link for signing up, which you don't usually get. In this platform, what is this platform is about? You can come on this platform and you can see there are multiple actors. What does actors means? Like you can see website content crawler, basically crawl websites and extract text content to feed AI models. You can scrape anything from a website and you can use it for training your LLM or your model or anything. There are multiple scraping tools available, but in this particular tutorial, we'll be using Google My Business Lead Scraper. So once you come over here, you'll find multiple tools over here. So we'll be using this actor, which is Google Maps email extractor, because obviously we want the emails. Again, your use case could be different. You want Google URL, whatever use case, you can find the actor over here. So make sure you check the details of this actor. So I'll just click on this. And how do you check the details of these actors? What we can expect is here: extract Google Maps contact details, scrape websites of Google Maps places for contact details, and get email addresses, website location addresses, zip code, blah blah blah. Export scrape data, run the scraper via API, schedule and monitor runs to or integrate with other tools. Okay, but in this particular tutorial, I'm be using this actor because I've already used it, and that is why I'm demonstrating this. So the charges for this is gonna be $10 for 1,000 results. But understand, you will be getting $5 free credit once you use the sign up link, which is there in the description box. So basically, you are just paying, I think, 430 rupees for 1,000 leads. Okay, so that's how. But only in the case you're using the same link which I provided in the description box. Okay, so now let's just jump to the action points. Here, if you are looking for specific keywords, you can type your keywords over here. Okay. So for example, if you're looking for gym, you can type gym. Yes, professionals, you can type that. Basically, if you are looking for a photography business, you can type that. Even if you don't type this over here, we'll understand that how you can customize this on Annotant. For that, keep watching till the end so that you can customize this, so that whatever keyword you put over here does not matter, but your Annotant agent will trigger the main keyword. And once you are happy with all of your settings, you can just simply save. So for integrating our HTTP node with Apify without writing a single line of code, how to do that is what we are going to understand next. So once you have selected the actor you want to use, just click on integrations, and under the integrations just scroll down and use API endpoints, and here you'll have to search for, you'll have to select for this run actor synchronously. So what does this mean? You are asking this API to keep on running. That's what we are discussing. And the best part of this is you don't have to integrate your tokens and everything and all of these things separately. You don't have to quick find and everything. So just simply copy this and come back to your Aniden HTTP node and click on, just paste this URL which you just copied from API. After having a URL and get method done, toggle this button on, send query parameters, and switch to JSON. And from here again come back to your Apify. Here you'll have to switch to JSON and just simply copy this, whatever it is mentioned. It does not have to make sense to you. Just simply copy it and paste it over here in this field. Okay, just paste it over here and click on execute step, and it will actually send the data over here. You'll see. So now it is giving us an error. Actor did not run, succeeded, failed. Now, I'll help you understand that. Try and find what is the error happening. So just simply copy this, just take a screenshot, snapshot of this whole thing, and let's just open ChatGPT and paste the snapshot over here. So this is a very important step for you guys, because you can watch these tutorials, you can get these templates done for you. But how do you resolve this error when it is coming for you when you are designing your workflow yourself? How do you resolve this, and how people like us are resolving these errors? So that's what I'm going to be teaching in this segment. We have just copied that error and pasted over here. Help me solve this error. Okay, just simply hit end. Now you don't have to give any context and everything. Obviously, it is artificial intelligence. It just knows what is happening over here by just looking at the snapshot. So wrong HTTP method. For starting an Apify actor, you need to use post, not get. Get only used to fetch results like dataset items. Okay, very good. So now we'll just switch to post. Okay, now let's just hit execute step and let's see what outcome it goes. It will take a couple of few seconds. Again, we have got an error. Now let's again take a snapshot and put it over here. Getting this error. Let's put it over here and let's see what suggestion it gives. This means the reach Apify correctly, but actor is itself is failing. So I just simply followed whatever it mentioned, like change the method to post. I've changed it to post, then the UPI, the URL and everything, and simply again copy pasted, change my keyword, and I again copy pasted, and I clicked on execute step, and as you can see, this is successfully running. How you can actually, if you are facing any errors while building any kind of workflows, after following any video, even for my video, you can face error, but don't panic and don't get irritated, because you can simply use, just take this snapshot and put it on AI and it will help you resolve. Just follow along what AI has suggested you, and like exactly I've shown you right here, you can do it too and resolve whatever error you are facing. You can get it resolved, right? So now you can see the data is over here, which has like Facebook link, Instagram link, YouTube and everything, and the emails and the Google Map URL, everything is here. So I have only kept one data set over here, because I have kept it like 4 max results, because it takes a lot of time to scrape the data. So because I'm creating it for demonstration, so I have kept it to max 4 results. You can change it to 400, 1000, whatever your use case is, but again it takes time to actually scrape the data and put it over here. So that is why I have kept it to 4, because this is only for the demonstration purpose. So once you get your data successfully over here, The next step is to add the other step, which is split. So now under the split, you'll have to select and drag and drop few things. So here you can see under this field, you'll have to split the data in the format you want. So let's, for example, as I have already taken New Delhi, so I'll just drag and drop this category over here, and now change it to select other fields, and you can drag and drop whatever fields you require. So for example, if you only require the email id, so wherever you find the email id, just drag and drop that thing over here. And anything else if you want to include, for example, the Facebook url, or maybe the YouTube url, or maybe the website url, you can drag and drop all those things. Again, it depends on your use cases and everything. And just click on execute step, and you can see only the required fields, because you can see the data on the left side is something which is might be not relevant for you, and you only want to pass on the required fields. For example, I only want to pass on the email id, the urls and everything, and also want to pass on the name of the company. So once I've dropped that, I'll just execute step once again, and you can see I have got the name of the studio, of the category, the Facebook URL, the YouTube URL. So again, whatever you require from this result, you can just drag and drop over here. And now let's move forward, that how you can get this data on Google Sheets. So for that, you just click on plus icon and simply search for Google Sheet. Once you select for Google Sheet, obviously you have to connect your Gmail account and have a sheet created. So I'll be using this sheet over here. If you have been following me till here, then I'm sure your workflow is 70% completed. But in the next few minutes, I will be teaching you once this workflow is created, that how you can actually customize this workflow so that you don't have to keep on changing the keyword again and again by going back at the backend or logging into Apify. Control of the keywords right by here is what I'm going to be teaching you in this particular workflow. But let's complete the workflow first. Append or update row, which means you are asking this agent to only update the row which is already there, and it will keep on adding the rows from there onwards. So select that, just connect your Google account, and you'll get the sheet from here. Since my account is already connected over here, I'll just select my account over here, you can see. And again, if you are facing any challenge with connecting your Google account with this, simply I've given you the hack. Simply take a snapshot and put it on any LLM AI module and ask it to help you out in connecting it, and it will give you step by step, and just follow it along, and you can just connect your accounts over here. And still you are not able to do that, just don't forget to comment down below, and I will record a separate video on how to connect your Google account with N8N dashboard. Okay, now once connected, you just select the document you want make the edits for. So we'll keep the operation as append or update row, and from the list you'll select the file where you want to update. So my file's name is this, and I'll be selecting that, and the sheet where you want to update. So I have already created a test sheet, and I'll be using that. So I'll just select that and just simply drag and drop. Okay, so now since my sheet already has these things ready, so that is why it is showing over here. And now I'll just simply drag and drop. So under the name field, I'll put the name, doing nothing, just dragging and drop. Okay, under the category, I'll put categories. Understand all your drag and drop feature has been done successfully, and you just click on execute step. So that's done. All the URLs are coming on our sheet. So let me just show you looks on the sheet. Everything has been executed successfully. As you can see, the output has been given. 4 items have been passed on to our Google sheet. So let's just check. And here is the Google sheet where the all the things have been passed on, and you can see. So for these two, since if you are seeing these boxes, is because these two emails were not there, and that is why it has not been passed on. Rest of the details, whatever details was found from Google My Business, has been passed on over here. So since I already selected for only scrape 4 data, so that is why it is only showing 4. So you can see I have given max results to 4. Again, as mentioned previously, you can change these numbers as per your requirement. I have created this for demo purpose. Here's a tip. And if you want to change this trigger to execute workflow from execute workflow, so what you have to do is just disconnect this, click on this plus icon, and maybe you want to have a form as a trigger. And this is the form, and you can again form title and everything, lead gen. You can ignore this, add form elements. So what do you want? So you can just type it as keyword. So you all you have to do is just type a keyword, and you can find all the things over here. So for example, this is the form. So this is the form which we just got created for as a trigger. And once you fill this form, so for example, if I fill as digital market and just click on submit, and it has recorded a response. Do a few tweaks at the backend and let's see what tweaks have to be done. This response recorded over here. So now just click back and come here and connect this to here. Whenever this form is triggered, you will get the response passed on to the further workflow. So now the catch is, whenever whatever keyword I put on my form, it will pass on to this workflow and it will trigger the further workflow. So as of now, as we have kept the keyword as a photographer from New Delhi, India, so you can change that. Again, you can add the city name or location, whatever you want to add fields. You can just simply click on add form element. You can add more customizations in case you want to add city, in case you want to add more keywords. You can keep on adding another form element, and this form will pass it on. Just one thing to keep in mind. So for example, my keyword over here is photographer, right? So I'll just delete this and I will just get this keyword from here over here, drag it and drop over here. So what this will happen is, it will keep on changing the keyword every time the form is filled. So for example, someone is filling marketing agency in the form, it will then pick the keyword marketing agency over here and then pass on the marketing agency leads in your sheet. So this is how you do customization, and that's how easy it is to set up the whole workflow, and you can get as many as leads you want just by this, creating this simple 4-step workflow, and use it, create it and get your leads on a Google sheet. Then you can direct them to wherever and whichever platform you want. But that's how simple it is. And let me know in the comment section your learnings and what other things you want me to cover on this workflow as well.